Hello everybody, hope you are doing great. Well, today's lesson is mainly going to be about reviewing Unit 1, which is about education. So we are going to start with this proverb. It says, education is the movement from darkness to light, which means that education is so important for us and for our kids. It's good for our country, for its development, its progress. As you see here, we have an image, and this image we have students inside the classroom. They are studying. As you see, they are happy since they are smiling. Well, we are going to move to task number 1, which is about match the following words with their definitions. We're going to start with the words of number 1, illiterate, number 2, graduate, number 3, drop out, number 4, boarding school, number 5, misbehave, number 6, genius, number 7, homework, and number 8, cheating. For the definitions, we have A, to pass a school stage and get a degree, B, to stop studying, C, a person who can't read or write, D, type of school where students live as well as study, E, not respect the rules, F, someone with exceptional talents, G, it's act dishonestly or unfairly in order to gain an advantage, and H, it's a set of tasks assigned to students by their teachers to be completed outside the class. Well, you have got 5 minutes to do this task. Go ahead. Well, time is over. Let's correct. So, what do you think number 1 is with what? So, number 1 is with C. That's good. It's with C. So, illiterate is a person who can't read or write. Number 2, it's with A. That's good. Graduate. To pass a school stage and get a degree. 3, it's with B. It's drop out. It means to stop studying. 4, boarding school. It's with D, a type of school where students live as well as study since they are living far away from school. 5, it's misbehave, so which means not respect the rules that are set by your school. Then F, or 6 with F, which means that someone with exceptional talents. Then number 7, it's homework. So homework is with H. It is a set of tasks assigned to students by their teachers to be completed outside the class. Then 8, it's with G. Act dishonestly or unfairly in order to gain an advantage. That's good. Let's move to task number 2. So task number 2, it's about filling the blanks with the appropriate words from the list. So the first one is illiterate, the second one is cheating, the third one is boarding school, the fourth one is homework, and the fifth one is misbehaving. So the first sentence we have N and blank space. Person is someone who can't read and write. Number 2, he had a 0 because he was caught in the exam. Number 3, I was always getting in trouble because of school. 4, the English teacher sent him out as he didn't do his what? 5, or the last one, Safa lives in the blank space with other students whose families are far away from school. So I have got 5 minutes also to do this task. Go ahead. Time is over. Let's correct. So we have number 1. It is, what's the answer? So we have an illiterate person. That's good. An illiterate person is someone who can't read and write. Number 2, it's cheating. That's good. He had a 0 because he was caught cheating in the exam. Number 3, it's misbehaving. Excellent. I was always getting in trouble because of misbehaving at school. Number 4, the English teacher sent him out as he didn't do his homework. So the answer is homework. Do you agree? Yes, we agree. That's good. Number 5, Safa lives in the boarding school. So the answer is boarding school. That's good. With other students whose families are far from school. Excellent answers. I'm very proud of you. Now, let's move to task number 3, which is about, as you see on the image, it's about school objects or school supplies, things that we need either while teaching or while learning. So what I want you to do, I want you to match the school supplies to the right picture. So as you see the first one, what do you think is it? Scissor? That's good. Number 2, what is it? It's a sharpener. That's excellent. Number 3, what is it? Paper bin? That's good. Next one, it's sheet of paper. That's good. So this is a sheet of paper. That's good. And what's this? Pencil? Great. And this one, it's a rubber. Yeah, it's a rubber. That's good. Or we call it also eraser. And this one, we are expected to use it in mathematics. So it's a calculator. Yeah, it's a calculator. And what are these? These are folders. That's good. They are folders. And what's this? It's a laptop. Great. That's a laptop. And this one in which we put our pens, pencils, rulers, and other things, our stuff. So it's called pencil case. That's good. And this, so it's a school bag. Great. And the other one, it's a chair, yeah. Then, of course, we have highlighter. That's good. Then a table. Then we have a book. Then glue. Then stapler. Of course, we have clips. We have a pen. Then blackboard. Of course, we have a book also. Then we have a ruler. And, of course, colored chalks. That's great. Let's move to task number 4. So match the words in A with those in B to make collocations. Then fill in the blanks. We have A, we have number 1, adult. Number 2, we have school. Number 3, drop out. Number 4, boarding school. Number 5, formal. 6, distance. 7, school. 8, mother. Then we move to B. We have student, literacy, library, learning, uniforms, school, tongue, and education. So you have got 5 minutes to do this task. Okay, hurry up, please. Okay, pens down. Time is over. So we have adult. So adult with B, adult literacy. 2, school, library. That's good. It's with C. Drop out, students. Excellent. It's 3 with A. Then boarding, school, F. Excellent. It's 4 with F. Then 5, formal education with H. Then distance, learning with D. Then we have 7, school, uniforms, 7 with E. Then we have 8 with G, which is mother tongue. Our mother tongue, of course, it's Arabic. That's good. Let's move to task number 5. Fill in the blanks with collocations made in task 3. So we are going to use the previous collocations we have already made in order to fill in the blanks. We have number 1, to increase is another priority for developing countries. Number 2, it's obligatory that students wear in some schools. 3. Due to COVID-19, the Moroccan Ministry of Education adopted as a solution. 4. Moroccan Arabic is our in Morocco. 5. Many students find themselves obliged to live in the because they live far away. 6. Many leave school because of poverty. 7. The process of teaching or learning which is produced through a regulated educational space such as a school, university, and the result derived from a certification. And the last one, my school has a large number of books with many different disciplines. So what is the answer for number 1? So it's adult literacy. So to increase adult literacy is another priority for developing countries in order to make progress. Number 2, it's school uniforms. It's obligatory that students wear school uniforms in some schools. 3, we have distance learning. Of course, as you know, because of the COVID-19 or the coronavirus, the ministry, our Ministry of Education, resorted to distance learning in order to keep students in touch with education. Then number 4, we have mother tongue. So Moroccan Arabic is our mother tongue. Then we have many students find themselves obliged to live in the boarding school. Why? Simply because they live far away. Then we have dropout students. So many dropout students leave school because of poverty. Then 7, we have formal education, which is the process of teaching or learning which is produced through a regulated educational space such as school, university, and the result derived from a certification. Then the last one, it's a school library. So my school has a big library. It has a large number of books with many different disciplines. So students resort to it whenever they need a reference. Let's move to task number 6, which is about fill in the blanks with the appropriate words from the list. We have high, allowed, computer, compulsory, homework, failed, and laboratory. So number 1, you need to have a blank space. Mark if you want to study medicine. Number 2, children shouldn't be to watch violent films. 3, he, blank space, his exam because he didn't work very hard. 4, Zahra spends most of her time chatting in the net instead of doing her. We have blank space. 5, which do you prefer, a laptop or a desk? So we have blank space. 6, the place where experiments are made at school is called what? 7, education should be for all children until they are 16 years old. And 8, my parents are not, blank space, with my school results. So we are going to move to the answers. So what is the answer for number 1? It's high. That's good. It's high. You need to have a high mark if you want to study medicine. Number 2, it's allowed. That's good. Yes, it's allowed. Children shouldn't be allowed to watch violent films in order not to learn from them violence. Number 3, he failed his exam because he didn't work very hard. So the word here, or the key word, is failed. Number 4, it's homework. That's good. Zahra spends most of her time chatting in the net instead of doing her homework. 5, we have computer. Which do you prefer, a laptop or a desktop computer? We have 2 types. Then 6, the place where experiments are made at school is called laboratory. Of course, in this place, we made scientific experiments. Then 7, education should be compulsory. should be obligatory for all children until they are 16 years old, okay, in order to have a well-educated society. 8. My parents were not satisfied with my school results simply because I did not work hard. That's a good job. Let's move to task number 7. I want you to read the following text and answer the following question. So the question is, why did Sarah's father send her to France? As you see, we have here a text. So I want you to read the text silently and answer the question. So why do you think Sarah's father sent her to France? Yes, what's the answer? Because she graduated from the university? Yes, it's correct. That's a good answer. Now, let's move to the next task. So, I want you to read the text again and underline the verbs in the simple past and put them in the chart or in the right place. As you see here on the chart, we have got two types of verbs. We have regular verbs and irregular verbs. So, have you got the answers? For regular verbs, what do we have? Graduate, yes. Visited, yes. Stayed, good. Did enjoy, very good. So you have to notice here that did is not a verb. Here it is an auxiliary verb, and the verb is enjoy. Can we move to the second column, which is about irregular verbs? We have the first answer is went. That's good. Spent. So we have didn't go. So the verb is go. So didn't is just as I have mentioned it before, it's an auxiliary verb. Then we have wrote and was. That's a good job. Let's move to task number 9. Put the verbs which in brackets in the simple past. So as you see, we have here sentences, 7 sentences. I want you to study them carefully and then put the verbs in simple past. So we have the first sentence, he go to the cyber cafe yesterday. Second one, she not do the housework last week. Number 3, we have we move to a new house last month. Number 4, Dries, you do your homework last night. This is a question, pay attention. Murad, yes, I do. 5, she missed the bus 2 days ago. 6, Rome, not be built in a day. 7, Bob, where you spend your holiday. And Mike, I have a good time in London. Go ahead, you have got 5 minutes. Okay, so what's the answer for number 1? So it's went. That's good. He went to the cyber cafe yesterday. Number 2, she didn't do the housework last week. That's good. Number 3, we moved to a new house last month. That's excellent. Number 4, so did you do your homework last night? That's excellent. And for the other one, Murad, yes, I did. Then 5, she missed the bus 2 days ago. 6, Rome was not built in a day. That's excellent. 7, did you spend your holiday? Or where did you spend your holiday? That's good. Did you spend? So, and the answer is, I had a good time in London. That's excellent job. Let's move to task number 10, which is about choose the correct answer to fill in the blanks. We have number 1, he. At the moment, we have plays, playing, and played. In 1956, Morocco, its independence. So the choices here, we have gained is gaining and gains. 3. He often. Up late at night, we have stayed, is staying and stays. Number 4, we have Omar. Were you the other day? We have are, were, and is. Then Farid in the park. So you have got 3 minutes. Quickly, please. Okay. So what is the answer for number 1? It's C. Is it C? No, it's not C. So it's B. He is playing soccer at the moment. That's good. Number 2. In 1956, so Morocco, it's A, gained its independence. We have in 1956, which is, it indicates the past. Number 3, he often stays up late at night. That's good. Number 4, Omar, where were you the other day? It's with B. That's good. In the park. Farid in the park. That's good. Good answers. Now let's move to task number 11. Here we have a question. It's why is it good to connect with friends and classmates? So of course from the conversation, what's the answer? That allows you to socialize. That's good. Yes, it's correct. So here we have a conversation between Ahmed and Zakaria. I want you now to read the dialogue again, underline expressions of opinion, agreeing, disagreeing, and copy them in the chart below and add more expressions. So the expressions are expressing opinion. We have I think, for me, it seems to me that, in my opinion. For agreeing, I share your view. I share or I agree with you. You are right. For disagreeing or disagreeing, we have I don't agree with you. That's excellent. These are the elements that we have of expressing opinion, agreeing and disagreeing in the dialogue. Now I want you to add more expressions. So we have personally speaking, that's good. As far as I am concerned, that's good. I strongly believe that, excellent. To my mind, from my point of view, that's good. These are elements we use or expressions we use to express opinions. For agreeing, we have I feel the same. You are absolutely right. No doubt about it. That's a good point. I couldn't agree more. For disagreeing, we have I am afraid I disagree. I don't think so. That's not the way I see it. I disagree with you. I don't feel the same. I don't share the same view. That's good. Very good. Let's continue. Let's move to task number 14. These are statements. I want you to agree or disagree with them and give a reason. We have 5 statements. So the first one is sport is good for health. Number 2, online learning is helpful. Number 3, coronavirus is terrible. Number 4, social media isn't a waste of time. Number 5, plastic bags aren't bad for the environment. So think of these statements and agree or disagree with them. Well, what would you say about number 1? Sport is good for health. I agree. So sport is very important in our daily or in our life. Simply, in order to keep fit, you have to practice sport. For number 2, online learning is helpful. Of course, I agree. It's online learning nowadays becomes so important for students since it provides them with the opportunity to carry on their studies. Coronavirus is terrible. Of course, I agree. Coronavirus is very dangerous. And you see what is happening now in the globe. Then we have social media isn't a waste of time. Social media, I'm sorry, I disagree with you. Sometimes social media, it provides us with fake information. We spend most of our time just surfing in the net, in some social websites, and of course this leads us to waste our time. Number 5, plastic bags aren't bad for the environment. I totally disagree with you. Plastic bags are very dangerous for our environment. They destroy life in our globe. That's good. Let's move to the last task. So, task 15. Match the following statements with what they express. We have here statements and we have functions. So, number 1, can I go out? Number 2, that's a good idea. Number 3, to my mind, smoking is bad for health. 4, I don't share your view. 5, you're right. 6, I'm sorry for coming late. And for functions, we have A, apologizing, B, disagreeing, C, agreeing, D, expressing interest, E, giving an opinion, and F, asking for permission. So, go ahead. You have got 3 minutes. Quickly, please. Time is over. So, number 1, can I go out? It's with F. That's good. Yes, it's with F. It's asking for permission. Number 2, that's a good idea. So, it's D, expressing interest. That's good. It's correct. Number 3, to my mind, smoking is bad for health. It's giving an opinion. It's with E. Yes, it's correct. Then 4, I don't share your view. It's disagreeing. That's good. It's with B. And you're right. It's with C, agreeing. And of course, the last one, it's with A, apologizing, when we say, I'm sorry for coming late. So, thank you.